Everyone, welcome to
Hello.
Game Week 3. I'm reading the India set for you guys. We have Anand on seat 1, and Akshay on seat 2, Anup on seat 3, and Suvajit on seat 4. 30 seconds for a direct and 5 seconds for a pass. Kindly have both the hands visible on screen at all times. And that's all from my side. If everybody's ready, we can begin. First of 2 questions to Anand. In 2020, which UK rapper who believes strongly in knowledge, strength, and integrity released a song called Houdini? Even though he once had a boxing match against Logan Paul in 2018, they are now co-founders of the viral hydration drink Prime.
Pass.
Passing to Akshay.
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
KSI.
KSI is right. The question. Anand, your second. The annual NBA mascot conference has selected the mascot of the year since 2005. Named the best at the NBA mascot conference in 2015. Benny the Bull entertains the public in United Center and Arena in which city? Ten more seconds.
Chicago.
Chicago is right. That's the Chicago Bulls mascot. Akshay, your questions. First of 2. At the 95th Academy Awards in 2023, A24 became the first independent studio to sweep Best Picture, Best Director, and all 4 acting categories in a single year. It did so due to the success of which film, their highest grossing film of all time?
Everything everywhere all at once.
Correct. This is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Your second question. Which field of research was founded at a workshop held on the campus of Dartmouth College during the summer of 1956? The Dartmouth Summer Research Project lasted 6 to 8 weeks and was organized by John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Nathaniel Rochester, and Claude Shannon, among others.
Information theory.
Suvajit?
What did he say? I mean, that's a little faint. What did he say? Sorry.
He said information theory.
Okay.
Passing to you, Anand.
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
Pass.
This is the beginning of AI, artificial intelligence as a term, officially introduced by John McCarthy at the same workshop. Anup, your directs, first of 2. The Indian Ocean region is studded with multiple shipping choke points, which small geographical choke point in the Red Sea, with an outsized influence on world affairs, is the key to control of almost all shipping between Indian Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea via the Suez Canal. The name translates to Gate of Tears or Gate of Grief in Arabic.
Pass.
Thank you, Sujit.
It's called Bab al Mandab. Mandab.
Bab al Mandab.
Yeah.
And Anup, your second question. In terms of area, which palatial building is the second largest residence of any head of state in the world?
Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Correct. It is indeed Rashtrapati Bhavan. So, Jidda, your directs. Several Bollywood musical personalities have used a different stage name other than their popular names while working in a capacity different from their main claim to fame or while working in a different language. Which playback singer went by the stage name Anand Ghan as a music director for 4 Marathi films in 1960s?
It's Lata Mangeshkar.
Correct. It is Lata Mangeshkar. Next question. Yemen-based graphic designer Mohammed Al-Jadabi has a project where he designed typographic wordmark logos of cities in the shape of their famous landmarks. Look at the city in this typography and name the monument you see.
Hagia Sophia.
Not Hagia Sophia. Anand?
The Blue Mosque.
Blue Mosque is the answer. Almost all the games I have read, somebody has said Hagia Sophia and then immediately following with Blue Mosque. Round two.
The funny thing is, I have gone inside Blue Mosque. I have not gone inside Hagia Sophia.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anand, your two questions for round two. The 5V characteristics of what much used term as proposed by IBM are volume, velocity, variety, value, veracity. This two-worded term has been in use since the 1990s as one key area of application of AI, with some giving credit to John Massey for popularizing it. The processing and analysis of this may require massively parallel software running on thousands of servers. Ten more seconds.
Information theory.
Not bad. Akshay?
Big data.
Big data is the answer. And Anand, your second question. The stations of Pune Metro feature design elements inspired by their locations in the city. The reason Null Stop station of Pune Metro bears recognizable symbols representing cinema is due to the proximity to two state-run institutions of national importance. Name either of them.
Can I make it bigger, please? So the question.
One of the institutions is announced. There are two of them.
I'll say FTII.
FTII is one of them. The other being the
NFAI.
National Film Archives. Akshay, your two questions. Neck guards as attachments to protective helmets were introduced to which sport after the unfortunate death of Philip Hughes in 2014?
Cricket.
Cricket is right. Akshay, kindly be more audible.
Sure.
Next question. Which Asian country's opening ceremony suits at the 2024 Paris Olympics have been designed by Japanese brand Yonex? Ironic, as in 1932 and 1936, athletes from here competed as part of the Japanese team. The 2024 look consists of a double-breasted suit in blue, contrasted by blue-tone buttons, as well as a bright red scarf representing the colors of the country's flag.
Just make it bigger, please.
Okay. Once more. Sorry.
You said something?
Can you zoom in once more? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll say Taiwan.
Taiwan is right. Was there something in the image?
Yeah, the Chinese script is there.
And Anup, your questions. Sid Cassett, who founded these awards, rejected 47 design proposals for the statuette. The final design featured a woman with wings to represent the arts, holding an atom to symbolize the sciences. Louis McManus, the TV engineer and designer, who modeled the figure after his wife. Which awards are we talking about, named after the object which is pictured here? Ten more seconds.
Pass.
Passing to Suvajit.
Emmys.
Emmys is right. They were named after Emmy, which was the slang for the TV camera, which was shown here. And Anup, your second question. Name the best at the NBA mascot conference in 2023. Harry the Hawk is the mascot of the team based in which city?
Atlanta.
Atlanta is right. Atlanta Hawks. Sujit, your question. Laura Weber has designed these opening and closing ceremony costumes at the 2024 Olympics for which country, celebrating its centenary when it comes to participating in the games. Weber embroidered the wedding dress of three-time Olympian Natalia Coyle and also had designed a deep green jacket for the closing ceremony, inspired by a piece worn by the former Olympian Sonia O'Sullivan.
Ireland.
Ireland is right. And the next question. The Pune Municipal Corporation metro station, located in the heart of the old Pate areas, has been inspired by large Peshwa-era houses with courtyards known by what generic name? The most famous example of a building bearing that name was burnt in a fire in 1828.
Vada. Shaniwar Vada.
Vada is right. Shaniwar Vada being the building. Third round, Anand, your two questions. The Mortar Textura typeface has been associated with various brands such as Paper Keeper and Apple briefly. But Textura's biggest claim to fame is its use in the logo of which company that has its origins in a humble terraced house in Bolton.
Sega. You know, even beats around, who is in seventh place at the moment. Down ranching the Tokyo bronze medalist, I would have to say, still is insane. This next shot.
Another question, please.
5 seconds more.
Adobe.
Answer, please. Sorry,
Adobe.
not Adobe. Akshay,
Airbnb.
not Airbnb. Anup,
Facebook.
not Facebook. Sujit, passing. This is
Bolton
Reebok.
is UK, right? So it can't be American. I checked it because I ran out of time.
Reebok.
All right. Anand, your next question.
So our next
The
elimination.
Mawashi is around 30 feet in length when unwrapped, about 2 feet wide, and weighs about 8 to 11 pounds. Top ranked players usually wear ones made of silk, while lesser players use cotton. What sport does this dress which also acts as a protector, belong to?
Five medals still within the targets.
Judo.
Not judo. Akshay,
Pass.
Fencing.
that's fencing. Sujit,
Sumo wrestling.
correct. This is
Nice.
the sumo wrestling loincloth.
Long block.
Akshay, your question. In evolutionary history, whales are descended from land-dwelling four-footed creatures. The closest living terrestrial relatives to whales are the pygmy and common varieties of which animal?
Hippopotamus.
Correct. This is the hippopotamus. Next question. Right in the middle of the Bastille Day celebrations in Paris this year, what object made its appearance in front of the presidential grandstand? It was proudly brandished by Colonel Thibault Vallée, chief horseman of the Cadre Noir de Saumur regiment and a gold medalist in 2016.
Olympic torch.
Olympic torch is right. Anup, your question. The AI Safety Summit held on 1st and 2nd November 2023 was an international conference discussing the safety and regulation of artificial intelligence. Fittingly, where in the UK was this summit held, with the venue originally a hunting lodge, giving its name to the ensuing declaration?
Pass.
Passes to Anand.
Bletchley Park.
Bletchley Park is right. Anup, your next question. Since 1977, the AIADMK has almost always used an electoral symbol consisting of a pair of what against a red background? The symbol's designer, P. Pandurangan, was inspired by the life-giving qualities of a pair of goat lungs that he saw in a butcher's shop. But the image he drew was rather more vegetarian friendly.
2 leaves, rectangle.
Correct. 2 leaves, is right. So with your 2 questions. What suffix chosen by the former First Lady Abida Ahmad from Urdu for a bird's nest follows Rashtrapati in the name for the alternative summer retreat of the President of India located in Dehradun?
Rashtrapati Ghotla.
Not that. Anand,
The bird's nest is Ashia, so Ashiana.
Ashiana is the answer. Rashtrapati Ashiana. And so with your next question. When blank lettering became popular in London during the late 18th century, the inappropriateness was not lost on the poet Robert Southey. In his satirical Letters from England, he commented, "They are simply the common characters deprived of all beauty and all proportion by having all the strokes of equal thickness, so that those which should be thin look as if they had the elephantiasis." What kind of lettering or font usage was he reacting to?
Capital letters.
Not capital letters. Akshay?
Pass.
Passing to Anand.
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
Pass.
Passing all
Block?
the way. This is
Block,
not block.
yeah.
This is the sans serif lettering, also called as grotesque when it started.
Grotesque. Yeah.
Round 4, first question to Anand. After success producing the Asian-centric movie Minari and the TV show Beef, A24 has developed which Pulitzer-winning work by Viet Thanh Nguyen? This show features Robert Downey Jr. playing 5 roles, all antagonists. The first known use of the titular word is by Jane Austen in Emma. Ten more seconds.
Socialite.
Not socialite. Akshay?
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
Pass.
Passing to Suvajit.
Sympathizer.
Sympathizer is the answer. Anand, your second question. Which strategically critical choke point in the Indonesian archipelago is narrow with a minimum width of 24 kilometers? It takes its name from the kingdom which ruled the western portion of Java, present-day West Java, Jakarta, Banten, and some of western central Java from 669 to around 1579.
Malacca.
Not Malacca. Akshay?
Pass.
Passes to Anup.
Pass.
Passes to Suvajit.
Pass.
Passing all the way.
Srivijaya.
Not that either. This is
Not
the
that side.
Sunda Strait, Sunda
Sunda.
Kingdom. And Akshay, your 2 questions. Which music director known for soundtracks like Albela from 1951 and Anarkali from 1953 used only his surname Chitalkar while being credited as a playback singer, while retaining only the initial followed by his given name for his primary occupation of music director?
No shot.
Not him.
Ramchandra.
Yeah, Ramchandra. C. Ramchandra. And Akshay, your next question. Voted the best mascot in 2012, Crunch the Wolf's Howl is the recognizable part of the atmosphere in Target Center, the arena located in the largest city of which US state?
Minnesota.
Minnesota is right. Question to Anup. When designing the fonts of the first Macintosh, the team named them after stations on the Palo Alto train line. The one exception they made was the font shown. which the team members named blank, since it appeared to be composed of letters from multiple different sources and hastily pasted together. What was it called, or fill in the blank?
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. Okay.
Collage.
Not collage. Anand.
Potpourri.
Not bad. Is it?
Montage.
Not montage either. So this is the bit composed of letters from multiple sources and hastily pasted together. This is how you compose a ransom note. So
Oh,
ransom is
ransom note. Yeah, so that you cannot track back.
And Anup, your second question. The year 2016 was the first time A24 made a splash at the Academy Awards. Their release Room earned Brie Larson an acting award. Ex Machina earned them the best visual effects. But Asif Kapadia's documentary on which individual earned the studio an Oscar for best documentary feature?
Maradona.
Not Maradona.
Aisha.
Edward Snowden.
Not him. Anand.
What did he say?
Edward Snowden.
Edward Snowden, he said. Okay, one second. Senna.
Not Senna either. Suvajit.
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse, yeah.
Correct. Amy
Oh,
Winehouse
yeah.
is the answer.
I was thinking which one and I said Maradona.
Lot
Maradona
of
is
people went
recent.
with
Maradona is
Senna.
much recent.
A lot of people went with Senna. Senna, I think, was earlier than this.
Suvajit, bronze guaranteed.
हाँ?
Bronze
Bronze
guaranteed.
guaranteed. Oh,
हाँ.
चलो चलो
Gladly.
एक सुना हो गया एक कुछ तो आ गया.
Okay, so with your first question of the round. Which terrestrial animals' closest extant relatives are the sirenians, dugongs and manatees, and the hyraxes, with which they share the clade Peningulata, with the superorder Afrotheria?
Cow.
Not cows. Okay. Sorry?
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
Pass.
Passing to Anand.
Pass.
Passing all the way. A lot of people went with cows,
Elephant.
but this is elephant. Yeah.
I thought at first it was elephant. Then I thought dugong is called sea cow. So maybe sea cow.
Yeah,
but
because
that
of that, a lot of people went with cow.
first
Okay.
case was
So,
elephant.
just your second question. Which Indian Union territory had its officials paying homage at the statue of Soldat Inconnu, unknown soldier, at the French War Memorial on Beach Road on Bastille Day this year? The two key quarters in this UT are inappropriately named Ville Blanche and Ville Noir.
Pondicherry.
Pondicherry or Puducherry as it's called. And fifth round, Anand, your first question. A sporting innovation developed by Sports Vision and PVI Virtual Media Services that went live for the 1997 Fall American football season made it easier for TV audiences to follow play on the field and was awarded with an Emmy for sports broadcasting the following year. What is this innovation which is visible in the image?
Make it bigger, please. Okay.
10 more seconds.
Something to do with the clock winding down?
Not that. Akshay?
Yellow line. 10-yard line. 1 in 10.
Yeah, that's correct. 1 in 10.
I
The
think
first down line or called as
first down
the
line
first and 10. Yeah.
it's called yellow line only.
And Anand, your second question. Look at the city in this typography and name the temple incorporated in its design. Its name translates to Temple of the Dawn. 10 more seconds.
Ushalay.
Not that. Anup?
Sun Pagoda.
Not that either. Akshay?
Not even money.
Pass.
Thank you, Suvajit.
But what Arun?
What Arun is the answer?
Don't know.
This is
Next
how
will
it
be what?
looks.
What the other is the center of what for, which is center
What for,
dusk.
Correct. And Akshay, your first two. In 2012, which American indie band released a song called Houdini? They performed the song on Late Show with David Letterman in 2011, along with Pumped Up Kicks, Helena Beat, and Call It What You Want.
ZZ Top.
And CZ Top. Anup?
Pass.
Pass.
Thank you, Anand.
Pass.
Anand, you pass?
Pass from me.
Pass everyone. This is a band called Foster the People. And Akshay, your second. Two leaves was also the symbol allotted to the Remain side in a 1967 referendum, popularly known as the blank opinion poll. That was held to settle what question or issue. As a homage to the referendum, the symbol is still used by the UGBP, a party that has won seats in Jharkhand as well as its home state. One more second.
Remaining a part of Bihar.
Anup?
Prohibition.
Prohibition. Anand?
Pass.
Last thing to Suvajit.
Is it remaining a part of India? I think Goa remaining a part of India. Goa referendum basically.
Yeah, Goa referendum. Not India, but Goa being a part of Maharashtra, or whether Goa should remain a separate entity. But
Both
yeah,
are very
status
different,
of Goa.
actually. Both are very different, right?
I think I should not be given the point here. Should not give me. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Put it wrong.
Anup, your first of two. Maragadamani is the name used by this music director in Tamil, a two-letter contraction of which he uses in his Hindi and Telugu stage names as initials. Which Carnatic raga's name does this Oscar winner use after the two letters for his Telugu stage name?
Kirvani.
Kirvani is right.
Cream.
Second question. Look at the city in the typography and name the tower you see. One that celebrates the expedition that was led by navigator Vasco da Gama, who had established a maritime trade route from Portugal to India.
Pass.
Passing to Anand.
Pass.
Passing to Akshay.
Pass.
Suvajit.
Pass.
Passing all the way. This one's called the Tower of Belem or Belem Tower.
Ah.
So it looks.
Belem.
It has come before in FLQL.
Yeah, it was there in that game also, Assassin's Creed or anything. What is that game called? It is.
And so your two questions. Whose televised tour of the White House in 1962 earned her an Emmy nod, making her the first and only First Lady of the US to ever win the award. Lady Bird Johnson, the wife of the then Vice President Lyndon Johnson, was in attendance and accepted the award on her behalf.
Jackie Kennedy?
Correct. This is Jackie Kennedy. Next question. Which is the world's most important oil choke point? Its oil flow averages 21 million barrels per day, or the equivalent of about 21% of global petroleum liquid consumption. It is believed to be named after the mother of King Shapur II, king of Persia, who ruled between 309 and 379 CE.
Aisha.
Not bad. Anand?
The Straits of Hormuz.
Correct. This is the Strait of Hormuz. And the sixth round, Anand, your two questions. The only surviving branch of the horse family is the genus Equus, which includes zebras, asses, and donkeys along with the horse. Which terrestrial animals outside the horse family are the horse's closest relatives?
Last shot. She's the Olympic champion and gold medalist in the world's biggest stage.
Hitting an Olympic record. It's a complete reality check. A great time on stage, got a great crowd as well. We're in Costa. I really enjoyed that.
10 more seconds.
The cow.
The cow. Akshay.
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
Pass.
Passing to Suvajit.
I have a guess, but I don't want to waste a bonus at least. Pass.
Passing.
Rhinoceros?
Yes, it is rhinoceros. The other one is tapir. Anand, your second question. Sisters Michael and Amazonka Troigala have created the look for the opening and closing ceremonies for which country at the 2024 Paris Olympics? The dresses are inspired by this country's traditional deals and highlight the red, gold, and blue of the country's flag, as well as the national symbol, the Soyombo.
Mongolia.
Mongolia is right. Next question to Akshay. Called Rashtrapati Nilayam, in which city is the President of India's winter retreat, used as their southern saloon, located?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad is the answer. Next question. Among the latest metro stations to be inaugurated in Pune is this one, whose facade showcases an illustration of Dandi March and a charkha, a tribute to Mahatma Gandhi, who was imprisoned in the namesake jail of the station in 1932 and 1942. Which metro station or the namesake jail is this?
Yerwada prison.
Yerwada is right. Anup, your two questions. A boon to many sports, these materials, instead of becoming thinner when stretched, how usually expected to behave, actually get fatter. When compressed, the material becomes thinner. What class of materials is this? Getting their name from the Greek for that which tends to increase. The term is cognate with a plant hormone which causes the elongation of cells in shoots and is involved in regulating plant growth. Ten more seconds.
Collagen.
Not that. Okay.
Pass.
Passing to Anand.
Pass.
Passing to Sujit.
Pass.
Passing all the way. This is oxidic materials, the hormone being auxin. Anup, your next question. Despite being cousins, the relationship between these two species, both belong to an ancient group of animals called cynadrians, is not always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes blank team up to launch coordinated attacks against their much more mobile family members, the jellyfish. Which cynadrian fills in the blank?
अब घर की ओनरशिप में भी लड़कियों का नाम सबसे आगे है। पढ़ाई में लड़कियों के नंबर अक्सर ज्यादा ही आते हैं। अब मास्टर्स के लिए विदेश जाने वाली लड़कियों का नंबर भी ज्यादा है। पहली लड़कियां
10 more seconds.
Pass.
पर अब ज्यादातर
Passing to Akshay.
Pass.
Passing to Anand.
Pass.
पहले को अधिकतर
Passing to Sujit.
Pass.
Passing all the way. These are corals. And Sujit, your question. In 2023, which artist released a song called Houdini? One critic said the song retained her disco pop sensibilities, yet was sweatier and grimier than the neon-lit enormity of Levitating and Don't Start Now.
Dua Lipa. So happy that I can answer English music question.
Next one. After the death of MGR, two factions led respectively by MGR's widow Janki and Jayalalitha battled for the ownership of the two-leaf symbol. The election commissioner did not grant the symbol to either side. Instead, it issued each a new symbol. Both symbols consisted of different types of water. Other types of these entities can be found on the national flags of Ecuador, Dominica, and Guatemala, and in the team names of the baseball franchises based in Toronto, St. Louis, and Baltimore.
Birds, St. Louis Blue Jays, St. Louis Cardinals, Toronto Blue Jays, and Baltimore
Birds.
Orioles.
Yankee faction got a pair of pigeons, and Jayalalitha got a rooster. 7th round, Anand, you have 2 questions. Anand, you are there? Yeah, okay. Which eminent classical musician went by the name A.R. Qureshi as a music director for Bollywood films between 1943 and 1964? Whereas for his classical instrumentalist career, he retained his given name, the expansion of A.R.
Years of history, and that history has been richly enhanced by
Allah Rakha.
women's
Correct.
boxing.
This is Ustad Allah Raka. Next question. When contesting the Devi Kulam and Pyramid seats, which lie outside Tamil Nadu, the AIDMK is unable to use the 2-lead symbol because it is reserved for which party? The blank blank. Founded by K.M. Mani in 1979 and now led by his son Jose, it has been part of both the UDF and the LDF alliances.
Segregated here. I appreciate you watching the action in clever and the heart.
The
Then
Kerala front.
That, Akshay,
Steering this arena,
Pass.
watching the action.
passing to Anup.
This is Congress, but the money faction, I think. Congress M or something like that. Money.
I'll prompt you.
Does it have a O? Congress O. Something.
No, sorry. Suvajit.
Kerala Congress.
Yeah, this is called Kerala Congress.
Yeah, sir.
And Akshay, your 2 questions. Look at the city in this typography and name the mosque incorporated in its design. It is named after the late King Blank bin Abdul Aziz of Saudi, who supported and financed the project.
Faisal.
Sorry?
Faisal.
Faisal is right. This is
Correct.
indeed King Faisal. This is how the mosque looks. Akshay, your second question. Which strait between Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesian island of Sumatra connects Southeast Asia and the Western Pacific to the Indian Ocean? It is one of the world's most congested shipping choke points because it narrows to only 2.8 kilometers wide at the Phillip Channel in southern Singapore.
Malak.
Right. This is Malacca Strait. Anup, your question. For the 9th time in a row, which fashion house is returning to outfit the US team for the Paris 2024 opening and closing ceremonies? Their clothes featured in the 1974 adaptation of The Great Gatsby and also in Annie Hall, with Diane Keaton's character owning a tuxedo jacket from the legendary designer.
Ralph Lauren.
Correct. This is Ralph Lauren. Situated adjacent to one of Pune's cultural hubs, the Bal Gandharva Rangamandir, the Chhatrapati Sambhaji Garden metro station's exterior is inspired by which GI status tag bearing entity, popularized by eminent Punekars like social reformer M.G. Ranade and freedom fighter Lokmanya Tilak.
No, all the 3 except this.
That bearing entity. Oh, acha.
10 more seconds. Thanks, Anup.
No, pass, yeah.
Thanks to Akshay.
Pass.
Thanks to Anand.
Puneri Pagdi.
Correct. This is the red thing you see here. Puneri Pagdi.
Acha, okay.
Suvajit,
Three
your
of us,
question.
have stayed in Pune. At least me, Anand, and Anup for sure. I do not know about Akshay.
I didn't know Pagdi was a GI tag.
The term AI was chosen by McCarthy to avoid the influence of Norbert Wiener and associations with which term also coined by Wiener. The term refers to the transdisciplinary study of circular processes such as feedback systems, where outputs are also inputs, and originates in the Greek word for helmsperson steering a ship, that has also given us the word government. 10 more seconds. Answer, please. Suvajit? Hello.
Oh, sorry, it's my question. Pass. I don't know.
Yeah. Passing to Akshay.
Pass.
Passing to Anand.
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
Pass.
This is
Government
cybernetics. And Sujit, your second question. Last in the line of mascots who share the name with the team they represent is Hugo the Hornet, whose employers play the games in Spectrum Center located in which city? Created in 1988 when the team entered the league, Hugo was voted the best NBA mascot in 2007 when the team was on a temporary relocation.
Charlotte Hornets.
Correct. This is the Charlotte's team. Last round, Anand, your first question. Rashtrapati Niwas, previously known as the Retreat Building, is the official retreat residence of the President of India at Saharabra, located near which state capital of India?
Lucknow.
Now, okay.
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
Pass.
Passing to Sujit.
Simla.
Correct. This is at Shimla. And Anand, your last direct to the quiz. Which city in North America appropriately rolls out the carpet for a whole week leading up to Bastille Day each year? A mass at St. Louis Cathedral starts the week-long celebration, and the festivities continue with block parties, poetry readings, gala dinners, and on Bastille Day, even a French foodie contest.
New Orleans.
New Orleans is right.
Yes.
Okay, your last two questions. Due to the twin requirements of uncluttered marketing material and fair and extensive representation of those involved, the Universe Standard 39 thin ultra condensed font and the View Credit font are preferred for what often seen mode of promotion?
Promotion.
Advertisement.
Not advertisements. Anup?
Pass.
Thank you, Anand.
Is it like aerial, like billboards, which I've put up on in the open?
No,
Signboards
not
which are there
that.
in the open.
Pass. No.
I think
Too
these are
complicated
the
for
fonts used for the billing boards
billing
on
blocks.
the movie
Nice.
posters and credit
You have
sequences
to,
at end of
you have to read it. Yeah.
And Akshay, your last direct to the quiz, who has now become the most Emmy-nominated Latina producer nominated under the Best Comedy Series category. Additionally, this person received their first acting Emmy nomination for Best Actress in a comedy series for her portrayal of Mabel in the same comedy series.
Anna Diaz.
Not Anup.
Pass.
Passing to Anand.
Pass.
Thank you, Sujit.
Shonda Rhimes.
Not Shonda Rhimes. This is Selena Gomez for the series Only Murders in the
Murder
Building.
in the Building. Yes.
Anup, your last two questions. In 2024, which rapper released a song called Houdini? 3 weeks earlier, he had shared an iMessage screenshot with a cryptic message that says, "And for my last trick," sent to all of his contacts.
Eminem.
And you're right, this is Eminem. And your last question. Since this French-speaking city was established before the French Revolution, many Francophone citizens of which city focus their celebratory efforts towards Saint Jean-Baptiste Day in June and not on Bastille Day as shown. The city, originally named Ville-Marie or City of Mary, gets its present name from the triple peak hill at its heart.
Quebec.
Quebec.
No, I saw that one.
Akshay?
Montreal.
Montreal is the answer. And Sujit, the last two questions to you. Designed to help protect the brain from the damage caused by repetitive head impacts that can alter brain tissue, what is the name of this device that works by mildly increasing the pressure on the jugular? Previously known as Bauer NeuroShield, it was invented by Dr. Dave Smith and features a letter of the English alphabet in its name.
The D helmet.
Not that. Akshay?
Pass.
Passing to Anup.
Pass.
Anand.
Pass.
The C
There's a
helmet.
thing on his. This is a thing on his neck, not the helmet. This is called the
C.
Q collar. Q collar.
Acha.
I don't know why Q, but it looks like a U or a C.
U or C, that's what I was thinking.
And the last question to you, Sujit. After Darren Aronofsky's success with The Whale, which was produced by A24, the director sold his rights to the studio for which of his previous films? It was appropriately released on IMAX on March 14, 2023.
Swan Lake.
Not Swan Lake. Akshay?
Pi.
Pi is
Pi
the
is
answer.
correct, yes.
Released on Pi Day, 3/14. And that's the game. Thank you, everyone. Well played.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for
Thank
reading.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you for reading.
Good day, guys.